Good morning, cultists! In our previous episode, we met Horatio the Magnificent, a former magician whose assistant was brutally murdered by Waxface. Understandably, Horatio is somewhat miffed about this and is now seeking revengeance on Waxface, and he wants my help to do it. We've been asked to find an alternate route into Waxface's headquarters, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. For now though, we're in the French Hill section of town looking to speak to Donna the Mute, a witness of one of the Arkham Stabber's murders. And then we also need to find Victor Dimitrescu, who might have information on where to find a transmitter. Yeah, so which one of you is... excuse me? Outsider? The outsider looks at the tormented soul who goes by the name of Krog. What? Outsider, that was like 1 episode ago. What? This man, he is a breathing monument of the evil your kind commit against each other, and I believed I was one of you? How grandiosely naive. Okay then. Not all of us are like this. Punishment is an inseparable part of our collective culture. You should have never given so much credit to humanity in the first place. He seems like a guy who was asking for it, or we should get going. I don't know what the esoteric answer is. Maybe this? Though that kind of seems more rational. This seems more nihilistic. That just seems kind of cruel. Like, maybe materialistic? You know what? In the absence of an esoteric answer, I'm gonna go with a humanistic one. Not all of us are like this. But according to my experience, my observation applies to almost all of you. Almost. I mean, Fabrosi is definitely a degenerate. Yeah, I don't want the outsider to get an impression that we're all filthy, or realize someday that we're all filthy degenerates who deserve nothing but death. So, I don't know. Alright, so which one of you is Donna the Mute? Is it the one that's standing in a near catatonic state? Or is it the little boy? Clearly, it's the little boy that's named Donna the Mute. Nope. The wide-open eyes of this little girl seems to be fixated on a distant spot. Though you have no clue what she sees there, you're convinced she is looking directly into the abyss. This is apparently Nietzsche as a little girl. Fantastic. The girl's staring eyes shift slowly to you, but her gaze remains as barren as blank as ever. Hello? She doesn't reply. There must be a reason why this little girl is called Donna the Mute. Right. Anyone there? Look, darling, I need your help on something. Look at me when I talk to you, little brat. You're obviously not going to be of any help. I need your help with something. Let's be gentle. Look, mister. Donna don't talk no more. We told her, you know. We told her not to wander away from the protection of the Watchers. She didn't listen. The Watchers? He pointed to the oxidized metal gargoyles squatting on the collapsed bridge. The Silent Watchers. They protect us. I don't know why the kid sounds like Oliver Twist, but there you have it. I see. I wish I hadn't had a Watcher to protect me. You're obviously not going to be of any help. I wish I had a Watcher to protect me. They only protect kids, mister. You're too big and old. They say your dreams are tainted. They say it's too late for you. Oh, really? I need to go. I don't have any time for this nonsense, boy. Oh, really? I need to go. Wait, that's it? This place is ours. Tunnel kids look after one another. The Watchers protect us. These oxidized grotesques, or grotesqueries are brooding defiantly from above the arch as if to guard their young, playful guests. Right. I think grotesques are the gargoyles that don't spit water, and I think the gargoyles are technically the ones that do spit water or something. There's some sort of distinction between the two. I see. So maybe we need to use something occult to get this girl's voice back. Or maybe some psychology? What is this? A cellar. Alright, I guess we'll check it out. So we're looking for Victor Dumitrescu. Underground tunnel unlocked. It is so dark. Maybe we should come back when we have a lantern. Speaking of which, we should get a lantern. Where do I get a lantern from? I don't think I remember seeing one in Schmidt's Antiques. I wonder if maybe this is Victor Dumitrescu's house. I mean, it's like a mansion type thing. Apparently, Whiteface McGee doesn't want to talk to me still. Maybe that's not Victor's house then. It's obviously not this destroyed church. Is there something in there? I just ate a ration. Oh, I got a sig for it though. Whoa, okay. What the hell was that? Is there an earthquake? Hello? No one else seems to be fazed about this whole situation. Alright, well, is it this one? Maybe. The door is tightly locked, but there's a dusty button alongside, adjacent to a rectangular panel similar to a speaker. Ring the bell? A voice sizzles from the speaker. What do you want? Oh, yeah, maybe this is Victor Dumitrescu. Okay, what do you want? I'm looking for a radio transmitter and a conductor. I've been told you might be able to help. After a few seconds, a buzzing sound foretells the door being automatically unlocked. It is surprising to see working technology in this ruined town. Let's go inside. Dumitrescu. Oh. Ah, is he like Tesla? Maybe he's Serbian and not Romanian then? Interesting. All of the tools that are hanged up on this wall are frequently put to work, as evinced by the abundance of grease and fingerprints that seem to be smeared all over them, as well as the degree of wear they have so rigorously sustained. Oh, I see. It's a workbench. Cool. Laborious humming resounds from these decks stacked with these strange devices, which Dumitrescu carries out his experiments. Oh, we just look at them, I guess. Dumitrescu uses this chart to scrutinize the frequency range and decibel level of his instruments. Great. Anything else to pilfer before we talk to him? What's left of natural light in Arkham's new Menacious habitat percolates meagerly through these drapes, turning his back to the dismal sight that's so hopelessly prevalent. Dumitrescu tediously tries to occupy himself in the Stygian dimension. Alright, sure. You see a middle-aged man with a strong aura of intelligence and discipline sitting next to some sophisticated radio machinery. He looks devoured by the effort he puts into these contraptions. May I ask who you are? I'm Fabrosi McCortes. Yeah. Alright, Fabrosi McCortes. The only reason I'm allowing you to interrupt my work is that you've excited my attention with your rather interesting request. Would you care to elaborate? Do you have the parts or no? Do we want to confide in him? Yeah, let's not lie. Let's tell him that we're searching for a way out of this place and those parts would help. Is that so? Are you a man of science, Fabrosi McCortes? No, but it is my best bet. I see. Many people out there have invented pitiful things, simply to have something to hold on to. I apologize, but what I am doing here is real value to us all. Will you help me with these parts? Very well, sir. Your direct approach also suits the constrained time frame of my work. I may have a spare conductor on hand, but the radio transmitter is another story. A story that I may also have a role in. Would you care to elaborate? He smiles thinly. I placed an order for some radio equipment and other electrical parts not long before the event I now describe as a planar shift. After the disaster, I was frightened and depressed as any other resident of this lonely town, but eventually my desire to continue my work helped me recover. Perhaps sensing it was my last resort, I returned to the lab. After some initial measurements and tests, I knew I was onto something. I knew that I was on the cusp of a discovery that could help us all. But just like you, I found myself in need of radio parts. What happened next almost cost me my life. What happened? I headed for the Marsh warehouse. I knew that my shipment had to be there had to be in there someplace. It was the early days of Waxface's rise, and the chaos in the streets gave me cover I needed to enter undetected. There were things inside. Fear spreads on his face. Creatures straight out of the folktales of my childhood. Varkolak, peace people. After I had nearly lost an arm to one of the monsters, I decided to leave the shipment where it was. I cannot complete this important work without myself after all. You see what I mean? Then the transmitter is still there? I heard that the warehouse was sealed, so in theory, yes. If you can somehow survive the Varkolak, you will find my shipment. He hands you a bill of delivery. This will help you locate the crate. You are free to help yourself to the transmitter, but please bring me the remaining components. They are crucial to my efforts here. Well, a good rifle could have solved your animal problems. They were feral and vicious beasts. That's true, but they also had certain traits which were, he struggles to find the right word, disgustingly human. There was a distinctly sinister consciousness in their eyes. Then the transmitter is still there? Right, we've already talked about that. Well, where is the Marsh warehouse? I think we know where that is. It's in the Riverside district. An old brick building. You won't miss it, I'm sure. Alright, well, another thing. I may lose the signal any moment now. Please make it quick, sir. Well, what are you working on? I'm sorry, sir, but it would take too much of my precious time to explain to a novice. Just know that my work may prove crucial to all of us. I'm risking my neck for your crate here. I deserve to know. I'm impressed. I would love to hear more about your work. Since you're so interested, he looks tiredly but proudly at his radio equipment. I've been working on a new long-wave radio. I began this undertaking long before the Black Day. I was producing my own 300 watt spark transmitters instead of the regular 250 and experimenting with battery-less receivers. Groundbreaking concepts far beyond the capacity of that thug Dennison. At the thought of this man, Dennison, his voice briefly turns into a snarl. That. Dumitrescu gets himself under control. He is the reason I'm here. You mean the Dennison of the Dennison Company? Hearing the name definitely ranges him. That very same bastard, begotten by his mother on filthy sunflower seeds. This must mean something terrible in his home country. He comes to his senses again. That man stole my invention after enticing me into a partnership. I can't believe I trusted that Bulanju. While I was busy improving the prototype, he was stealing the patent behind my back. Did you take him to court? I did, but he was the great Dennison, respected businessman. And who am I? A strange fellow with a foreign surname, graduate of the University of Lashi. To avoid becoming a murderer, I decided to get away from the accursed patent laws and come to New England. Far from Dennison's grasp, I started working on a newer, better prototype. A much superior model that would transmit and receive signals across great distances. I was walking around the clock like in a fever when the disaster struck. He's silent for a few seconds. Everything was ruined. The world had no meaning anymore. Nothing. Until I heard their signal, a thunderous frequency, like some unknown entity trying to communicate with me. Uh-oh. It's the call of Cthulhu. It was clear that this was a message. Soon I made an even more surprising discovery. The signal wasn't coming from anywhere in Arkham, it was coming from beyond. Oh. What do you mean by beyond? My radio was receiving signals from another dimension, meaning I had a chance to communicate with the world that we were separated from. If I can discover the source of the signal and extend my search range, I can further modify the spectrometer and we can establish contact with the world. Okay. May I hear this alien signal? How do you know the world still exists? Can I hear it? He considers your request before reaching to turn a knob on a nearby apparatus. A thunderous signal emits from the device, a message you cannot comprehend. You are listening to the frequencies from beyond. This is getting interesting. Victor stops the broadcast. You'll see, I am the first human to discover such a signal. With a victorious smile, he adds, Where are you now, Denison? Okay, well, another thing. Do you have any ideas about the origin of those bestial creatures? I knew this was an old town full of imaginary ghouls and ghosts. It saw the Arkham witch trials after all. I myself grew up in a pretty superstitious country, so I can relate to the sentiment. But seeing these things in the flesh, he fiddles anxiously with a dial on one of his machines. It's hard for a rational man to accept that monsters from fairy tales actually do exist. Beyond the borders of the known, life can take surprising forms. Forms in which I am entirely uninterested. I advise you to be extremely cautious if you're thinking about taking a closer look. Okay. Can we trade? I rarely have the chance to expand my inventory these days. This is assuming you have something interesting, some interesting electrical parts to trade. Sure. Okay, so we can... Whoa, we can actually make our own ammunition. I wonder what that takes. Because we are kind of running out of ammo. What is he willing to buy from me? Hogs? Oh, right. I guess I can sell him these spare parts and whatnot. Not sure if I want to at this moment, though. Okay, so I can't actually sell that. Gotcha. Well, thankfully, it seems that the conductor that he's selling is the same price as the conductor that I bought from the junk guy. Wait. Electric lantern head. Whoa, I see. 184 buckaroonies. The isolator. Huh. If only I had a bit more money. I kinda need to buy a lantern though. I don't know how much those cost, so I'll keep my money for now. And I guess we'll head to the Marsh warehouse then. Have we spoken to everyone that we needed to in French Hill? Yes, that's the warehouse. I have the conductor. We need to go to the distillery to get some methyl alcohol. And I've spoken with Donna, or at least I've tried to. Alright then. I guess we'll start heading to the warehouse then. Or should I be looking for some more, or for like a lantern or something before I do that? Any other parts regenerate magically before we go? That one's locked, right? Yeah, I think so. Ah, empty bottle. Thank you. And any chance we can... Nope. Vehicle is locked somehow. I mean, it seems wide open. Why don't you just crawl into the back there? I don't understand, but sure. If you insist. Okay. Whoa! What the hell happened here? Is that a dead horse? Lucy's carcass? Investigate. Can I? Can I actually investigate it? This horse carcass has started to bloat. It appears it was savagely mutilated before dying. I guess I don't have enough investigation for it. Who's this dude? His swollen eyes and the unending stream of tears sliding down his cheeks serve as conspicuous evidence of this burly man's ongoing despair. The carcass has begun to stink horribly, yet he stays put and shrouded in his sorrow. Oh God, you've taken everything from me. Everyone. And now my poor Lucy? Lucy is your dead horse, I presume? How dreadful. You have my sympathy, Mr... William is the name. But please forget about this incompetent, pathetic excuse for a man. Looks at the torn carcass on the ground. Lucy was more than a steed to me. She was a dear companion, and now she's gone. Oh, Lucy was your glitter hoof. As in your fuck horse. Nice. Yet no one hears my cries in this godforsaken place. And to think I was a policeman. Pauses briefly and hangs his head in shame. Who couldn't even protect his own partner. She was irreplaceable, huh? Partner? You realize she was just a horse, don't you? Partner? People. They only hang you out to dry. Throw you to the lions, sell you out. His voice gets raspy with frustration. People deceive. Lucy, she never disappointed me. She was my one true friend. I share your pain. Loved ones are the only things that are left to us, whether man or beast. Animals are useful, yes, but only to serve our needs. It seemed like you're making a hell of a fuss about a dead horse. Stay silent. Let's go with the humanistic approach, because I don't really see any other esoteric way to this. His self-pity morphs instantly into a fiery vengeance or vengefulness, but they're dead wrong if they think I'll let them get away with this. I'll slaughter those beasts as they slaughtered my Lucy. Wasn't the mob, was it? He returns to his hopeless abandon just as quickly as he staved it off. I failed to protect her. How could I be so negligent, so selfish? Weren't you at Lucy's side at the time of her death? Is this why you're beating yourself up? Negligent? What should I infer from that? Weren't you at her side? Yesterday, I left Lucy alone and went to the bar, just to forget myself for a little while. When I returned, she was decimated. Eaten alive, no less. My poor Lucy. Falls into tears. You must have succumbed to a big distraction then, something that happens rarely if at all. Did you catch sight of the attackers when you rushed to the scene? What was this distraction? Gawkishly flounders to answer your question. Well, it just happened on the spur of the moment. Not some big razzle-dazzle, only a drink or two, sir. You wouldn't so easily leave her behind. Something must have come up, I presume. I wonder. The man finally breaks down. No use hiding the truth, is there? Yes, I was lured away by a chippy. Oh God, was I lonely. She promised she could wash away my blues. I needed it. I'll burn forever for this. Oh damn. William, we all get lonely sometimes. What's done is done. Tipped a few with a doll, huh? Be glad she didn't rob you in the bargain. We all pay for the price of our indulgences eventually. I mean, I guess I don't really see the esoteric response to this. I guess maybe this? But not really. That seems more materialistic. Yeah, sure. What's done is done. But no loneliness I ever felt was deeper than what I feel now. Now I'm doomed to relive that damnable scene in my mind again and again. You can recall the details then. I wish I hadn't. He seems to be reenacting the gruesome incident in his mind. I started running when I heard Lucy neigh in agony from afar. Poor thing. On the way, I fired all my remaining ammo into the air. Why would you do that? It was so dark I couldn't see much, but they had the silhouettes of wretched, dare I say, dogs, and they grunted like hounds from hell. But what among the malicious pack was waiting in the shadows? A huge, hairless horror, whom I believed to be their leader. That abominable monster waited on his subordinates to bring him the flesh of my innocent Lucy. In a sudden burst of fury, I'll rip its heart out. I'll venture into that warehouse and compel that grotesqueness to pay with its life for the pain it caused me. Oh shit, he's also going to the warehouse. Warehouse, huh? That's where I'm going as well. I'll be entering that place shortly and may need help facing that monster. You can come along. Yeah, that's where I'm going as well. His eyes darken murderously. You will? Then you must help me avenge her. Only once their blood has been spilled shall my wounded heart rest. This much I owe it to Lucy. We can slay those beasts together. That you will have, if that is what you wish, but I operate better alone. Wait, what? Why would I want to, leave this guy, not accept this guy's help? Maybe to prevent him from dying? No, you know what? I want this guy to come with me. Yeah. Alright, wouldn't hurt to have a bull on my side. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful. You look like a fine gentleman. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Lead on. Wait, okay, so it seems both of them have something to say. The outsider looks at the lifeless body of the animal named Lucy, then diverts his gaze to the weeping man. I can see that his love for the beast is turning him into a lifeless revenant, blinded by pure anger. To be able to feel such a deep affection for a creature not shaped in the same form as himself. He was not simply the master of this beast of burden. He was much more. I find it admirable. This type of a bond is something stronger than any other. He is destroying himself over a horse. Ridiculous. It seems she meant as much to him as a human being. Oh, that's it? Okay, Sonia? I've made some observations on the crime scene, and I'd like to share my deductions with you if you care to listen. Okay, of course, Sonia. What have you deduced? I've examined the carcass of this unfortunate animal, and I can assure you that these wounds weren't inflicted by man-made weapons. These are wide, deep, and uneven lacerations. Like teeth? Or claws? The insides are torn away as well, probably by the aid of large canine teeth, by some ruthless monstrosity that it should have been devoured. I'm impressed. That's very inquisitive of you. Thanks. Are you actually certain about this? I'm impressed. I've also further deduced that the aggressors were a pack, not a single one, as suggested by the footprint trail. She shows the claw print on the ground. Thank you, Sonia. You sure have a keen eye for the inconspicuous. Heck, I couldn't have said it better myself. Let's not get too carried away. Wow, damn. Very good, Sonia. My pleasure. I'm glad you noticed. Okay. Well, let's, I guess, pop into the warehouse and see what we can't find. And also, has this regenerated? It has regenerated. Fantastic. People just keep leaving their cigs around this place. Good grief. No wonder the economy's shot to hell. People just leaving all their shit lying around and all that stuff. Gotta say, this is a little nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, got some corn, got some wheat, got some rations, fantastic. And what's in this here box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, crate is sealed shut. So what do we need, like a crowbar or something? Where do I get a crowbar from? What's in this one? Alcohol, empty bottles, bottle of clean water, can of kerosene, empty syringes. Okay. I guess we'll keep going forward? Oh god, it's so dark. Maybe let's come back once we have a lantern? I have not seen the light. As a matter of fact, I've seen the darkness, and I think we might want to maybe come back when we're a little better equipped. And also, do we want to heal Sonia up? What's her health at right now? 32. No, we only need 6 more health for her to be fully replenished. So let's hold off on that for now. It does seem like characters naturally regenerate though. Yeah, because I've noticed sometimes, yeah, like sanity gain, health gain. So I guess they just naturally regenerate at some point or another. Not really sure what the intervals are, but sure. Okay, so I'm assuming that Honest Bill has a lantern. So we'll go check him out first. If not, then we might be able to perhaps get something from what's-his-face. Wait, is that something new about this? No, there isn't. I'm sure. It'd be funny if his body keeps getting restocked or whatever. Let's trade, you and I. Do you have... We also might want to get some more .22 ammunition, though. So if I were to get all of that, 176 SIGs, my god. A pith helmet, fantastic. No, nothing there. Copperhead whiskey. Interesting. Backpack, grappling hook. Ah, lantern. 166? Damn! That is expensive. But we haven't been able to find the lantern anywhere else, so I'm assuming we need to do this. Now I do wonder if maybe I should sell the extraneous crap that we have. Like the gentleman's coat or the top hat. Or should we go check out the other guy first? Let me go quickly check out the other guy first. Now, I saw an 8% there. I think that means that I'm getting like an 8% discount, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we'll see how much of a discount we get with the Rothsack, I think his name is. Though I don't remember seeing any lanterns in his possession. Oh, this guy's also 8%. Gotcha. Okay. Got a gas mask. Got some processed opium and powdered cocaine. Doesn't seem like he has a lantern though. What does a Swiss Army knife do? Oh, it increases your survival skill. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything that I can really get from this guy. So let's head back. We'll pick up the lantern, and then we'll I think we'll unfortunately have to end the episode off there. Doesn't feel like I accomplished too much today, but I think that's just kind of like the pacing of this game, is that it's a little slower, but I don't mind that myself, because I generally like to take my time with RPGs and whatnot. I don't know if you guys are the same, but alright, let's go for it. Oof, it's a lot of money, but YOLO. I guess in a pinch, maybe we can sell some of the trinkets that we don't plan on using? Sure. Alright, well at least we got this thing now. And I think I put it into my offhand, right? Is there a way to turn this off while I have it in my offhand? I guess not. Alright. Well, let me just head to the warehouse, and then we will end the episode off there, I think. Unless we have something else to do before we head in. Now, the thing is, Fabrosi hasn't yet learned the Al-Razi spit thing. Because we got, I mean, I don't know if it's because we got ambushed. I'm pretty sure it's because Fabrosi just has a lower learning speed for his occult stuff. But it'd be nice if we could have, like, you know, gotten that completed before we head in here to potential massive royal rumbles and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm really hoping that we're gonna be okay. Knock on wood. Alright, so let me see. Ah, there we go. Much better. And we even see a kerosene meter up top. Alright, well, let's end the episode off here for now. We'll come back tomorrow and we will venture deeper into the... I see something right there. Oh god. It's another Ghoul King. Fuck me. Well, that kind of spoiled the surprise, I guess. Now we know what to look forward to. Good grief. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have good breakfast.